what are some tricks that work to focus on your upcoming job interviews? I'm going to share with you 3 such tips that I use myself and also with the candidates I work with in a bit to help you to become maybe less stressed and more productive in your endeavor. The first tip I'd like to share with you is respect to distractions. And it's no secret that, for example, the AI's use cases, the more they keep you hooked and engaged in the system, the better their business will be. Also, the internet and digital workspace is designed so it's addictive. So inherently, if something is addictive, it's also more stressful. So if you would like to break this addiction, this digital addiction, one thing you may want to consider would be using pen and paper to prepare your upcoming job interview. I use this for various tasks. I also recommend this to candidates who feel they cannot focus on this. And the bonus item to this is that if you start preparing, if you start writing your stories on pen, using pen and paper, it will be less stressful. Journaling is a proven method for stress relief. Okay, so if you start journaling, if you start writing, you will also suffer less from stress. The second topic I'd like to talk about here would be time. So one of the most powerful techniques to become more productive for the purpose of job interviews would be to manage your time efficiently. And here I'd like to share with you 2 tricks here. The first one is with respect to consistency. So I found that tracking the time invested in your interview prep or whatever your goal is hugely efficient to reach these goals. And if you don't believe me, I also use this goal tracking technique myself. I track the time I use for various tasks, such as to build a training program. And by tracking this time, you get a clear sense as to how focused you are on these things. And the other technique with respect to managing time would be to time bound your endeavors. For example, you will spend 30 minutes, exactly 30 minutes, to write your next story or to write your interview answer, or you'll spend 1 hour for role play. Every single service I sell is time bound. Coaching services are time bound. My training program used to be 9 hours back in the day. Now it's below 3 hours because I noticed that people don't want to spend enough time. So this is why this was a key focus when I developed these things. So if you think time bound and you track the time you invest in your endeavors, you will be far more likely to be successful in your interview journey. Right? And the third thing I like to share with you here, the third tip with respect to going into job interview and preparing job interviews, is to have a goal-focused approach. This is pretty generic interviewing advice, but when you use a goal-focused approach with a scientifically backed approach, that is, what does it take to pass a behavioral interview? You need a story bank and role play. Furthermore, that story bank must contain between 15 and 25 stories, which should revise at least 3 times. Okay, so once you get on these numbers or where you want to be, you can set some goals which are achievable, that that, hey, yes, if I have a story bank that's 15 to 25 stories, which I revise at least 3 times, I know I'll have a high quality story bank. And you think this is a small thing, 95% of candidates fail achieving this goal, right? So by setting yourself goals in interview prep, you're also far more likely, in a far superior spot, to pass those job interviews. And by the way, it doesn't have to be perfect, but this goal setting approach is a scientifically proven method to be more productive and more successful. So why not take advantage of these numbers in interview prep and make the best of it, so to speak, right? So pen pen and paper, time-bound as much as possible, and goal-bound if you can. Okay, so I hope you found this useful, and thank you very much for watching.